When we think of great empires, we often hear of Rome, Greece, or Egypt. But hidden in the heart of Africa were kingdoms just as powerful, wealthy, and influential. The Kingdom of Ghana, the Empire of Mali, and the stone city of Great Zimbabwe, civilizations built on gold, trade, and ingenuity. Their stories are rarely told, but they shaped history in ways the world is only beginning to rediscover. This is the forgotten legacy of Africa's greatest kingdoms. Our journey begins in West Africa with the Kingdom of Ghana. Despite its name, this empire was located in what is today Mauritania and Mali. By the 8th century, Ghana had become a wealthy kingdom, controlling the trade routes across the Sahara. Gold was its treasure. Salt was its lifeblood. Merchants carried these resources across vast deserts by camel caravans, connecting Africa to North Africa and even Europe. Ghana's kings were powerful rulers, often described as living in great courts surrounded by gold and wealth. But by the 11th century, pressure from invasions and internal struggles weakened Ghana, paving the way for another empire to rise. Out of Ghana's decline rose Mali, one of the richest empires the world has ever known. At its height, Mali stretched from the Atlantic coast deep into the Sahara, controlling trade in gold, salt, and ivory. Its most famous ruler was Mansa Musa, often called the richest man in history. In 1324, he made a legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, carrying so much gold that he disrupted entire economies along the way. Under Mali, the city of Timbuktu became a center of learning, culture, and trade. Scholars from across the Islamic world traveled here, filling libraries with thousands of manuscripts. Mali was not just an empire of wealth, it was an empire of knowledge. But by the 15th century, new rivals and internal divisions weakened Mali. Its power faded, leaving behind only the memory of its greatness. Far to the south, in what is today Zimbabwe, another great civilization was rising. Great Zimbabwe was unlike Ghana or Mali. It was not based in the desert, but in the fertile highlands of southern Africa. Its most striking feature was the massive stone city, with walls rising over 30 feet high, built without mortar. The great enclosure, with its curved walls and stone towers, still stands as a testament to African engineering. Great Zimbabwe grew rich from gold and ivory, trading across the Indian Ocean with merchants from Arabia, India, and even China. Archaeologists have found Chinese porcelain and Arabian coins among its ruins. But by the 15th century, Great Zimbabwe declined, likely due to overpopulation and changing trade routes. The stone city was abandoned, leaving behind only mystery and legend. Though these kingdoms eventually fell, their legacy lives on. They remind us that Africa was not a land of darkness, but a continent of innovation, wealth, and global connections. The Kingdom of Ghana showed the power of trade. The Empire of Mali showed the wealth of gold and the brilliance of scholarship. Great Zimbabwe showed the strength of African architecture and global commerce. Their stories were overlooked for centuries, but today we rediscover them, not as forgotten footnotes, but as chapters of human history that deserve to be told. The forgotten kingdoms of Africa were not lost, they were hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to remember. Their gold-built empires, their scholars preserved knowledge, and their walls still whisper stories of greatness. History is not only the story of Rome or Greece, it is also the story of Ghana, Mali, and Great Zimbabwe, the empires that proved Africa was always a land of kings.